After the original release became a sleeper hit in 2012, this $29 million musical comedy film from first-time director Elizabeth Banks reunites the beautiful Barden Bellas for more singing, dancing, and fraternizing. Within a week of its May 15, 2015 premiere, this sequel's $120 million gross was already higher than the entire total of its predecessor. In fact, besides The Spy Who Shagged Me, this is only the second time in history a movie outgrossed the original so quickly. Inventively opening with an a cappella version of the Universal logo theme, the 115-minute story follows our feisty heroes, who must get their groove back in time to win an international singing competition after a humiliating performance in front of the president. They prepare to face off against the tough and well-organized German troupe while juggling issues in their personal lives. The always adorable and cute Anna Kendrick once again leads the ensemble with a wonderful and effortless charm, but I've had a huge crush on her for years, so I'm probably a bit biased. The foul-mouthed Rebel Wilson delivers some of the movie's best laugh-out-loud moments, but she can also become a bit grating with too much exposure. Thankfully, her loud behavior is limited to small doses here. The rest of the Bellas are reduced to one-joke stereotypes, from the Guatemalan who constantly references her troubled third-world past, to the obvious lesbian constantly making passes at her friends, or the suspiciously quiet one. The talented Haley Steinfeld joins the group as a freshman legacy, eager to make her place in Aka history with some original music. Her naive curiosity parallels many of the beats from Part 1, however. I was pleased that Kendrick's boyfriend Skylar Astin makes a return appearance here. He isn't utilized much, but the story doesn't call for it, so rather than awkwardly writing him out or shoehorning him in, his inclusion feels very natural and appropriate. And perhaps more importantly, it doesn't diminish the effectiveness of the first film's awesome conclusion. As with last time, John Michael Higgins and Elizabeth Banks are absolutely hilarious as crude color commentators, making sexist jokes and explaining the stakes of the narrative. There are a slew of great cameos as well, from Jason Jones, Reggie Watts, Katie Seagal, Snoop Dogg, and the Green Bay Packers. But the standout performer is Keegan-Michael Key, of Key and Peele fame, who is great as a rude, fast-talking music producer. Apologies if this entire review sounds like an extended roll call, but that's Pitch Perfect 2's biggest strength, the characters. These are fun, endearing, and realistic people you'll love to root for, and Banks does a wonderful job managing all of them in her directorial debut. It's the story itself that unfortunately falls flat, feeling very repetitive and familiar. A massive 5-way underground a cappella sing-off scene is undeniably entertaining, but besides establishing the villains, it does little to advance the plot, and is virtually identical to a better scene in the first movie.
Time's up, go!
This is how we do it.
I'm kind of bossed, and it's all because
This is how we do it.
South Central does it like nobody does.
This is how we do it.
To all my neighbors, you got much flavor.
This is how we do it.
Let's
Girls, you know you better watch out. Some guys are only about bad things, bad things, bad things.
Never trust a big button smile, that girl is poison.
Rather than the beat-matching mashups and live singing, it's the B-plot of Kendrick's internship at a record label that is the film's most intriguing angle. Although the PG-13 rated story doesn't explore this as much as I would have liked, this thread about figuring out life after college and how best to transition into adulthood was well handled and very interesting. Lamenting to her singing sisters about this uncertain future, Kendrick remarks, "It makes me sad it won't ever be like this again." Blending beautiful harmonies from talented singers, we're once again treated to an eclectic range of pop music, sampling everything from Natalie Imbruglia to Sir Mix-a-Lot. Despite an unfortunately unimpressive finale and retreading familiar ground, this is a competent sequel that continues the story in a respectable way. If you enjoyed the original, you'll be right at home with Pitch Perfect 2, an amusing time with likable characters and music. I thought it was cool.